Hi, and welcome to my channel, Geri in Stitches, where I share my love for sewing. Today, I am paper drafting what I call an Arrowhead Pleat as an upgrade detail for the back of any classic shirt pattern that you might have already in your stash. Basically, this pleating detail is made up of two angled pleats that overlap each other at the center back. The resulting geometric pattern takes the shape of an arrowhead, and I have made this pattern change to an oversized shirt pattern, which is the Cynthia shirt by Vicky Sews Patterns. So if you would like to add this detail to one of your shirt patterns, follow along as I make the changes to the paper pattern. Let's start drafting! First, all seam allowances should be removed from your pattern pieces before we start. The back of the classic shirt is made up of the yoke and the back patterns. The first task is to remove any pleats to the back pattern. For this shirt, the pleat is at center back. So I make sure that this pleating is removed so that the bottom seam of the yoke matches the top seam of the back pattern. When this is done, I'm going to draw a diagonal line to mark the fold line of the angled pleat that I am drafting. Measuring 2 inches from the center back line, I am marking a point at the top of the back pattern. And at the hem line, I am marking another point that is 4 inches from the center back line. Then connect these 2 points to create a diagonal line. Next, prepare some tracing or drafting paper with the center back line drawn on it. Place the tracing paper beneath your back pattern. Align the center back line of the back pattern on this line. Then take a pair of scissors and cut the back pattern along the diagonal line that we just drew. Next, trace out the pattern piece that is aligned with the center back line onto the drafting paper. This will look like a trapezium shape. When that is done, then flip this trapezium shape and trace its shape mirrored on the center back line. Now we're going to make a fold on the first diagonal line that was traced onto the paper. It is important to work with translucent drafting paper so that the lines can be easily traced through the folds. After making the first initial fold, trace the top line of the back pattern. Now connect the far left point of this line with the far right point at the bottom. Then, with a pair of scissors, cut the excess drafting paper below at the fold line until it meets this bottom point. This is done so that we can make a second fold on the diagonal line that we just drew. Next, retrace the top line, remembering to mark the center back notch. Then retrace the diagonal line, which is the very first diagonal line that we drew. Now bring the second half of the separated back piece onto the tracing paper and trace out its shape. Align the cut side with the trace of the first diagonal line. When we open this up, it will reveal one of the angled pleats that makes up the arrowhead pleating. At this point in time, I like to add in the seam allowances and the hem allowance. When this is done, you can either cut this pattern along the center back line, which becomes the fold line, and cut out your back pattern on the fold. Or you can trace out the back pattern on the center back line, um, the mirrored side, so that you can cut the back piece as a single flat pattern on the fabric. These angled pleats can be folded overlapping left to right or right to left according to your preference. After this modification has been done on paper, you can go ahead and cut up your fabric according to the new paper patterns and start sewing up a handmade garment. I think this is a fun upgrade to any shirt pattern and gives the garment an added geometric detail. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, or leave a comment. Happy drafting and happy sewing!